Well, good afternoon, Real Women of Philadelphia. Thanks for coming back to my kitchen. My name is Heather, and I'd like to introduce you to my world. This is it. This is the world I live in. This beautiful quarter section of land. There's my house over there. That's my neighbor's barn. Don't know if you can see it, but teeny tiny little barn. The house is actually much bigger. It's just a long ways away. We came out here for some quiet, and I found my chives. This is my little herb garden, and we're going to pick some of these chives and use them in our lobster crepe. That's Jack. Hi, I'm Heather, and welcome to my kitchen. We're here in northern Alberta in the tiny community of Baytree, and today we are going to have steak and lobster crepes. I can hardly wait. I found a couple of lobster tails at the grocery store, and they are frozen. But that's as close as we get to that fresh seafood up here. So we're just going to go ahead. I'm going to make my crepe batter now. Okay? So we got a cup of flour, 1.25 cups of milk, one egg. I can't crack it nearly as cool as some people I come to know on this Real Women of Philadelphia community. I just do it the old-fashioned way. Whack it on the counter, poke both thumbs in, and voila! One egg. A little bit of oil, and we're just going to whisk that up. Yes. That wine is good enough to use in cooking. If you can drink it, you can use it in cooking. If you can't drink it, don't use it in your cooking either. Get rid of it. Get better wine. Alright, let's start these crepes. I'm going to start with a tablespoon of butter in a hot pan. Some shallots. Yum, yum. So just dice up. Now, because lobster has that beautiful, delicate flavor, I am not going to overload this with anything with any strong flavors. I want the flavor of that lobster. I'm going to be putting garlic on my steak when I cook it. Oops, I turned that down. I was afraid I was going to burn my pan. Trying to get half a block of cream cheese with 1 cup of milk. We're just going to break that up in there and just let that melt together. I can remember steak and lobster was actually one of my mom's favorite meals. We're just going to add some salt and pepper to that cream cheese. And then we're going to add a little bit of white wine to that. But in the meantime, I better test this wine again and see if it's okay. It should be. Dave. Let's add our white wine to the shallot. Can you see my box of Philly? Philly in the picture. Cream cheesy. Cream cheesy. Always be cream cheesy. We gotta focus on that cream cheese. Boy, oh boy. And we've got our shallots, we've got our lobster. I've got some diced zucchini. I want this all to cook just nice and fast, quick. I don't want the zucchini to get mushy. I want it to stay crisp. And some red pepper, all diced up. Now I still have to cook my steak, and I still have to cook my crepes. So I'm going to make this filling, and then the filling is just got to wait for a few minutes. I've got some little bits of a premium steak. This is a really good way to help stretch your lobster. I got my pan nice and hot. Let's use the same spoon. My daughter has to do the dishes tonight. She'll appreciate that I didn't dirty everything in the house. Gotta salt the steak. Okay? So some salt and pepper on the steak. Nice high heat. And I'm going to use some garlic powder. I don't want a lot of garlic. I know. Can you believe it? I don't want a lot of garlic. I want to taste that lobster. I'm not going to pay the price for lobster and then not be able to taste it. Better check this wine again, make sure it's still good. One of my biggest inspirations growing up cooking, I remember one television channel. I remember one cooking show on that one channel. Yeah. You know the guy. The guy with the glass of wine. I loved him. Tiny bit of butter. Get that rolling around in there. I'm just going to get rid of that because that's like a little piece of dough. Trying to keep them all uniform size, so I've kind of eyeballed where do I fill my spoon up to, and then pour that in. As soon as that's poured in, so I take the pan, lift it up, and start moving that batter around. You can't see it, I know. If you get legs on them, go the other way. Go the other direction. Fill those legs in with the batter, and as soon as that dough's not, the batter's not going anymore, just put it down and let it cook. Okay? Alright, now we want to take this cream, cheese, and milk mixture and pour some into our filling mixture with the steak and the lobster, but not all of it. We're going to save some just to drizzle on top, because we're going to drizzle that on top and sprinkle some cheese on it and throw it in the oven for a few minutes. Well, we've got about 12 crepes, and we want to make sure that we get about 12 fillings. Just take and roll that crepe and pull it tight, and we're going to put it in our dish. That was a big crepe, so I'm going to put it in the middle so it's got room for itself across there. Do that. Put our filling in the middle, and we just do this over and over and over. Okay, let's put this cream cheese sauce on these crepes. Let's put a little bit of this shredded Monterey Jack on top. And I'm thinking these chives, we're going to put them on when the crepes come out of the oven. So, in they go. Oh, look at that. Take out our crepe, add that to our pretty little plate with some salad. Salad goes good with everything. I want to hit this with a bit of lemon juice. And then hit it with a nice bunch of chives. Because, hey, they're in the garden. We got lots of them now. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Our steak and lobster crepe. Forgot to turn the camera off and film me taking a bite. Not that you need to see me eating or anything, but this is so good. That first bite, the little bit of the crepe that was sticking out in the oven that didn't have the sauce on it, it's got a little bit of crunch to it. It's just so good. And I want you to trust me. I want you to know that I do eat my own food. Mmm. Mm-hmm.